Hey guys, Coach Justin here with your at-home workout of the day for Monday, April 5th. Our prep for today, we're going to start with 10 reps of a lazy deadlift, followed by 5 times 3-second dumbbell hinge hold, and finally 8 reps on each side of a dead bug. Our PVC deadlift, lazy deadlift, so you're going to take your PVC pipe or broomstick and hold it in front of your thighs, just like you're at the top of a deadlift. And then starting from the chin, you're going to tuck your chin towards your chest, and then start rounding your upper spine, middle spine, lower spine, and reach that PVC pipe towards your shoelaces. And then once you reach the bottom, come up in reverse. So lower spine, middle spine, upper spine, and upright in a good posture once again. So the only time we're gonna do a poor form hinge, so to speak, you're gonna do that for 10 reps. Then we're gonna do a hinge hold. So grab your dumbbell here by the head. Feet are hip width to shoulder width apart. Good upright posture, push the hips back. Allow the chest to fall, but your spine to remain straight. Come down towards the ground. 1 inch off the ground with the dumbbell head. Feel all the tension here in the hamstrings and glutes and no strain in the lower back. Hold that position for 3 seconds. Come on up out of it. Get back down into it and repeat. So you're gonna repeat that for 5 reps of 3 seconds. And finally, we're gonna do 8 reps on each side of a dead bug. Get yourself down on the ground. Knees at 90, feet off the ground, arms off the ground. Opposite arm and leg come down towards the ground while you're bracing up through the midsection. Try not to let the ribs flare out. Try not to let the lower back get too much off the ground with any arch. And you're gonna alternate sides for 8 reps on each side. We're gonna go through those 3 movements for 3 rounds, and that's your prep for today. All right, our strength for today, we've got towel deadlifts for 5 times 5-second isometric holds. If you've got a barbell and you want to do a traditional deadlift dynamic coming from the ground up, you can perform that as well. Next, we've got 8 reps on each side of a dumbbell upright row. And finally, we've got a dumbbell dead bug. So our warm-up movement of the dead bug was preparing us for that loaded variation. So the towel deadlift, I've got a belt here. If you've got a rolled up towel, you can use that as home as well, or the belt works. So you're probably gonna start with a narrower stance than you traditionally do with your deadlift. You're gonna grab onto the ends of your towel or belt nice and tight, drop the hips into a good deadlift stance, pull your weight, bring your weight backwards towards your heels, and then pretend like you're trying to deadlift, right? Driving the feet through the ground, lifting with the arms. You should feel your hamstrings and glutes light up. This should be harder than any deadlift you've done because in a deadlift that you've actually done, you've been able to move, whereas here you're gonna be in a fixed position. Right, so plenty of strength to be gained here in these isometric holds. Do that for 5 reps of 5 seconds. In between your repetitions, just take a brief rest, maybe 3 to 5 seconds before you do your next rep. So 5 times 5-second hold. Next, we've got a dumbbell upright row. Grab your dumbbell, hold it with one hand directly in front of your thigh. Make sure to pull that shoulder back, and you're gonna pull your elbow high into the outside, pointed to the side, as you bring that dumbbell up to your collarbone and control it back down. Control up, control down. What I don't want to see is just dropping it back down once it's at the top. Make sure you've got control of the weight the entire time. So you're going to do 8 reps on one side and then 8 reps on the other. And finally, our loaded variation of the dead bug. What you can do is interlock your fingers and grab the dumbbell, handle with both hands, bring your knees up. You're going to lower the dumbbell and lower one leg. Just the same as before, bracing up to the midsection, lightly tap the head of the dumbbell to the ground. Come on back up, change sides. Come on back up, all right? Working really hard to not allow our ribs to flare up and not allow that gap between your lower back and the ground to expand too much, all right? So working super hard through the midsection, 8 reps per side or 16 reps in total, all right? So we're gonna go through those 3 movements for 4 sets. And that's your strength for today. All right, our Metcon for today, we've got a 10-minute AMRAP, as many rounds and reps as possible in 10 minutes of 30 skips or dumbbell jacks and 15 dumbbell swings. So if you got a skipping rope, you can do single unders or double unders. If you don't, you can perform a dumbbell jumping jack. So you hold the dumbbell here at your collarbone with both hands, feet are together. You jump your feet out, press the dumbbell up overhead, come back down, and repeat. Okay. If the dumbbell that you've got is a little bit heavy, you can also do a traditional jumping jack just with your arms. So 30 there, and then we're gonna do 15 dumbbell swings or a kettlebell if you've got one, but you're gonna hold the head of the dumbbell here with both hands, Get into a good upright posture. Push the hips back like our hinge. Drive, extend through the knees and hips. Get that dumbbell up to eye level and continue through. So 15 reps, aggressive drive and extension through the knees and hips. 30, 15, 30, 15, as many rounds and reps as possible in 10 minutes. And that's your Metcon for today.